Selamlar arkadaşlar. Dragon Age'de kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz şimdi. Evimize gideceğiz. Femimiz orada bizimle konuşmak istiyor. Bakalım daha ne olur. Evet canım, buyur. Söyle bakayım. Neden acaba itolit? Allah Allah. Anladım. Gerçekten ne kadar da zekisin değil mi? Üstündeydi değil mi? Söz verdin ama. Allah Allah.
I thought I'd gotten away from it, but it dogs me no matter where I go. To feel it again, to know it was they who planted it inside me. It was too much to bear.
Ay anasını
I
ya.
didn't come here to burden you further.
Ailen hakkında ne yapacaksın canım? Ha?
I don't know yet. I will have to think
Düşün lan o zaman. Allah Allah, iyi, 10 arkadaşlık daha kazandık, güzel. Şimdi gel bakayım. Dur lan, sen gelme, sen gel. Sen gel. Meril'cim bebeğim, seninki gelmedi o zaman. Sebastian sen de bir dur lan. Sen bir gelin de. Seninle bir işim var. Sıradaki görevde siz bana lazım olacaksınız. Abi ben okçuları pek sevmiyorum. Her neyse, şimdi şu hıyara şunu da verelim mi? Canım, al bakayım şunu. Aynen. Buldum oğlum zaten. Almadım.
Tevinter Chantry Amulet.
O ne lan? İdam edilmeli.
It's sacrilege to wear those in any land under the divine.
Allah Allah.
The divine condemned their chantry because it freed mages from the circle. I thought you might sympathize.
I like it. Maybe not on the outside of my
What?
clothes. I'm not that eager to face the hangman's noose. But I appreciate the thought. I've never really thought about what life would be like in the Tevinter Chantry.
Düşün biraz işte.
They make it sound like the void itself. The black divine stalking Thadus, making it unsafe for kittens.
O ne lan öyle? Bu propaganda oğlum.
Mages have been free in Tevinter forever.
Propaganda ya.
It hasn't fallen yet.
Well, they did invade the Black City in their hubris and unleash Darkspawn on us, all right? That's kind of the Circle's whole rationale. But I think that has more to do with being a magister than a mage. I appreciate the gift. Perhaps
İnşallah yaparsın itolit, inşallah. Şimdi bunu da verdik. Hocam, şimdi yapılacak tek şeyimiz kaldı artık. Ana görevler. Şeyleri ek 3'ün hemen başında oynamak istiyorum. DLC'leri. DLC. Şimdiki. Bizim kızdan hala burada yatıyor. Lan sen birisi kaldırır onu ya. Yazık, neyse. Bir dakika ya, Vaykant'a gitmeyecektim, bir dakika. Vaykant'a gitmeden önce şeye gitmemiz lazım. Şeye gidelim, Arşok'a gidelim de bir haber verelim. O itolite. Şimdik canım. Üf. Şimdi Arşok. Hele buraya bak bakayım sen. Ne oluyor lan? Açıl lan. Ya tamam, sus 2 dakika ya. Arşok'cum canım.
What do you want, Hawk? I have no interest in adding to my distractions.
Valla dağıtmayacağım, bir şey söyleyeceğiz.
And yet you sent a delegate to the Viscount.
Aynen öyle.
A brief attempt to educate. If the dwarf had stolen the Sarkanek, it could have been used to show the price of greed. But you know the outcome of that.
Aynen öyle, özürler yani.
Determined to be wrong.
İnşallah yaşanmaz. Temsilcileriniz kayıp bu
A
arada.
courtesy, Arashok. The delegate and his guards are missing.
Anyone else, and those words would have been their last. You are handling this, not your buffoon of a Viking.
Aynen ben.
I am.
Then I will wait. But know this, the provocations we have suffered have worked. If this is not resolved, I can fulfill my duty to the king.
Oğlum adam gibi davranırsan bunu adam gibi çözeriz. İtuvalit. Allah Allah.
You know, I think we're under enough pressure without the help.
Bebeğim merak etme ya. Bir şey yapamaz bu tuvaletler. Yapacak olsalar da azarlı bunu kırarız. Şimdilik. Ne kız sen parlıyorsun. Ulan Baykan. Şimdilik. Şu Seneşal Brand'le bir konuşalım bakalım. Ne diyor? Ne diyor? Şimdi canım. Sana da. Lan Bren, hele buraya bak.
Information about the missing Kunari.
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion
Ne?
in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all. But that is neither here nor there.
Yavrum. Savunmasızlar
I'm
mıydı?
having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Kunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Kunari from his weapon.
Ulan Arşok biliyor
Has
musun?
anyone reported this to the Kunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant.
Ben yaptım merak etme.
He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
Kunari
The
komplosu
Arashok is being
olabilir.
violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arashok wanted to take over, he simply would. For all we fear that heretical Kuhn of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Kunari stoop to trickery?
Allah Allah.
There is no precedent, but there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
İşte aramakta çok seksizim bebeğim yani.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing.
Yani ben ağzını kurayım hemen.
Hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
Ne bilmiyor
Sure
oğlum
you
peki
have
bir söyle ya
suspicions
Allah
about
Allah.
what happened.
My concerns are well founded. This could not have escaped the notice of the city guard. Unless
Aynen onlar için işte özürlü müdür nedir?
Have any failed to report?
several. You should start with one of them.
Kimmiş o?
Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
The hanged man.
Hanged man.
Got to be.
Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough.
Viscount'un ağzını burnunu kırayım. Viscount'un ağzını burnunu kırayım ben. Özürlü. Neyse. Sana da. Şimdi gidelim bakalım. Hangman'ı. Ne yapacak acaba? Merak ediyorum yani. Evet yavrum. Ulan Orwell üzürlüsü.
Rich spending. A bit over your head, isn't it?
That's right, pal. Tonight I'm paid and blessed. And all I had to do was turn my head.
Ay senin ben.
To all my friends,
Senin friendlerine tüküreyim. Hadi ulan bir gel buraya 2 dakika. Bak bizimki nasıl bakıyor.
step back. I know important people. We're gonna show
Oh,
this city what to do with heathen oxmen.
Emily.
Guard captain, would you like to have a word with your man?
Guard captain.
Canım.
Who?
What?
Who?
Who what? I don't...
Who bought you? Who bought the honor of a proud guard of Kirkwall and made him a drunken Mabari bitch?
I don't know. He was a Templar, I swear. He had the seal of the Grand Cleric and
O ne
everything.
lan?
It's true.
At
The
bunu
penalty
işten.
for abandoning your post is 10 days on the wall. I expect you to report in the morning. There's your answer. A Templar.
With the Grand Cleric's seal, no less. Well done.
Allah Allah. Ne yazı bir şeydir ya. Şimdi grubu bir değiştirek de var gitsin. Şu gelsin. Hatta abi şey yapalım. Ne yapalım biliyor musun? Anders gelsin bence. Değil. Şimdilik. Nerede lan bu? Heh. Chantry avradını. Arkadaş.
The
Ulan
man was a drunk. I don't think Grand Cleric Elthina is funding zealots.
göreceğiz Sebastian'cığım.
It's a careful chat about missing Kunari.
Keep an open mind, Hawk. Elthina isn't behind this.
Göreceğiz, göreceğiz.
The Grand Cleric, please. Tell her it concerns the Kunari.
Hadi ulan. Aha, bizim şeytan suratlı geldi.
Patrice.
Mother, Patrice. Time has changed us both. Grand Cleric Elfina cannot grant an audience to just anyone. What do you want?
Funny how you and Kunari seem to go together.
And you always assume their side. I was naive when last we met. I did not want you dead, but I felt a death was necessary. That may be too fine a
Ulan
point for
senin
you
ben.
to understand. But you must admit, you
Öyle
came out
mi?
the better for it.
Ulan Eltina'nın mührü suistimal
May
edildi.
have
İtoli.
misjudged an order and abused the Grand Cleric's authority.
I assure you, the Templars would never embarrass the Chantry, at risk of the Knight Commander's wrath.
Men were hired for the righteous task of kidnapping a Kunari delegate. A pause that says you knew. But does her grace?
The Grand Cleric its stewards to enact the wishes of the Maker.
Onu benden uzakta tutamazsın İtoli. Yaramaz kız ne ya.
I'll speak to her grace another time. You will not always be here.
Stubborn. All right, Sarah Hawk. If you won't abandon this, let me offer you something.
Aha.
The Templar you seek is a radical who has grown unreliable. Confronting him may do us all a favor.
And he is what to you?
Aynen
He
nasıl
is my
satayım.
former bodyguard, Sir Vonel. Assume what you wish, but I offer him to you as reconciliation. Meet me at this location. I invite you, Sarah Hawk. Come see the unrest these
Hadi
Kunari
lan
have
İtoli.
inspired.
Is there something she's not telling us?
It's her game for the moment.
Onun oyununa tüküreceğim. Harbiden Eltina burada la işte. Aha bak.
Is something troubling you?
Birisi senin mührünü kullandı kız.
Did you know someone used the authority of your name to instigate a crime against the Kunari?
The path to righteousness is never as straight and narrow as we
Yavrum
wish.
ne diyorsun ya?
I truly hoped this would not go so far. But do not trouble yourself. I will step in when it's time.
Allah Allah. Şehre yardım
Are you
etmesin
intending to
yavrum.
stay neutral about
The Maker's time is not the chant. She
Göreceğiz ana. Sebastian arkadaşlık aldı ha. İyi. Güzel. Eyvallah. Ha. Şimdi reis bir kaydedelim bakalım. Nerede burası? Survivor nereden? Sığınağa. Gidelim bakalım. Sığınağına. Neymiş ne değilmiş. Şimdi hocam hazırlanmadan önce bebeğim sen aç bakayım şunları. Şunları aç bakayım sen aç şunu. Sen de şunu aç. Şunu da aç. Bana bak lan sen şunu bir aç. Sen şunu aç. Şunu da aç. Ve şunu da aç. Şimdi
Nice place for a rally. Good choice, Farnell.
Patrice is here somewhere.
aynen öyle. Bakalım nerede o tuvalet. Ne biçim resim lan? Allah Allah.
I don't like the looks of this.
Ulan ağzına tuzak koymuş yerler. Bakalım bakalım bakalım. Şimdi canım. Lan bırak bakayım lan onu. Tuvaletler. Arkadaş. Ulan bağlıyken vurabiliyorsun böyle. Şerefsiz. Heh geldi şeytan surat. Ay senin ben. Bu mal mı kullanmış şimdi? Hatırlıyorum.
The Kunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations?
Marnell ve diğerleri ölsün.
You want to fight? Face someone whose weapons are not.
Templars are cowards. They only pick on those whose lives they already hold in their hands.
Ulan oğlum şimdiden saldır o zaman. İtvoli. Adamı öldürdü ya. Yazık oldu neyse. Gel buraya gel. Aa kaçtı gene bir tuvalet. Loyalty of Prince. Al bir kan davası ye tuvalet. Al bir şunu ye. Al bir de şunu ye. Öl lan. Yavrum sen bir şunu iç. Oğlum şuna bir vur lan. Allah Allah. Bir tuvaleti öldür al işte. Sebastian öldü gitti. Yobaz anasını sattığımın yobazı. Gel buraya. Allah Allah. Ne kadar çok çıktılar lan bunlar. Öl anasını sattım öl. Hala geldiler lan. Nereden geliyorsunuz anasını sattım. Yani şu Brynjolf gibi giymiş ha. Öl. Sen de öl. Sen de öl. O kadar öldürdük ancak şu kadar mı? Evet. Anasını sattım. Nerede o diğeri? Geber lan artık.
Alright. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount.
Madness.
Yes, Excellency.
Aynen öyle. Madness
Chantry
sanatı.
involvement. Even if they are fringe elements, it could not be worse.
Her Grace had no knowledge of this affair. I trust she will deal with it swiftly.
Ulan avradını. Ne? Gene ne düşünüyorsun lan?
You killed them? All of them?
Bir ananın yardımından şüpheleniyor. Hepsi oradaydı. O ne lan? O ne demek ya? Bir ananın yardımından şüpheleniyor.
This group at least is crippled.
Then that at least is something. Not that it matters now. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Canary in this state. Sarah Hawk, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Ya onu saklama abi, zaten öğrenecekler ya.
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare.
Ya bu kullanmayacaksın yani.
I appreciate your help in this matter.
Ne demek canım, ne
As
demek.
bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you.
Aynen öyle. Hadi bakalım.
Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.
Şimdilik 3 altın mı verdin onu satayım? Geriye kalan tek şey ne lan? Allah'ın yobazı ya buraya. Lan malı. Değerli mücevher kesesi. O neymiş lan? Fanatik. Gene bir şeyler. Neyse. En azından Sebastian'a birkaç artı aldık. Ray, bu ne? Kasa. Şövalyenin şahsi kalkanı. Hala. Evet, evet. Öyle. Şimdi gece All That Remains bizim evde çıkıyor ya. İlginç bir şekilde. Neyse. Şimdi bizim şövalyenin bilmem ne. Lan tamam ya, öf. Şimdi Evelyn'e verelim bir şuna bakalım.
I have something for you.
Aynen öyle.
Do you now?
Evet.
Shield? Oh, and born by the one true Sir Aveline. Lovely. Thank you.
Ne demek canım?
I'm sorry. I don't see where you're wrong.
I had a shield. It belonged to Wesley. It was difficult to let it go, but I did so. Utility over sentiment, right? We sold it, didn't we?
You're taking this a bit seriously.
If you didn't think this would upset me, what was your intent?
Vez'i düşünmeyi bıraktın yavrum, değil mi yani?
If
Allah
you're
Allah.
still aching for your husband, you may want to inform Donick.
We've had that talk. This isn't about Wesley. You've got me doing a lot of things. Some I don't agree with. Some I'm surprised I do. I'm not sure where I'm going as it is. Replacing what I was with this. I mean, who is Sir Aveline to me?
Aynı isim taşıdın.
Odd you don't feel the name fits you.
I didn't choose my name. Aveline was a wish my father made. I am similar to what he pictured, but that's because of what I try to be, not what I assume I should. Sir Aveline was a fine figure, but I
Oğlum
don't
sen de
grow a
öylesin, Allah
failure,
Allah.
however glorious.
Bunun büyütecek bir yanı
You
yok ya.
know, not every gift has the significance of finely crafted copper marigolds.
So it's just a shield.
Just a shield.
You have very bad taste. Everyone stamps Sir Aveline's name on their exports. But thank you for the thought.
Her neyse.
Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Tamam. O görev bilmem nesi niye hala? Şey oluyor lan. Allah Allah. Çok ilginç.
That corner looks dusty.
Şimdi hocam evimize bir gidelim bir de bakalım. Ne diyor? Şimdik. Evet hocam.
Enchantment! No, Leandra. Leandra.
What's wrong, Uncle?
Aynen sorun nedir?
Where's your mother? Is she feeling all right?
Neden iyi olmasın ki?
I'm sure she's all right. Why are you so upset?
Your mother didn't show up for our weekly visit. Is she ill? She is here, isn't she?
No, Gamlin. We haven't seen her all day.
Where
Allah
could
Allah.
she be?
With her suitor, perhaps?
O kim lan?
Leandra never mentioned a suitor.
Well, those lilies arrived for her this morning.
Lan bir dakika bu tanıdık geliyor.
White lilies. I know something about that.
Don't just leave me waiting. What is it?
There's a killer in Kirkwall who sends his
Aynen
victims
öyle.
lilies before he takes them. He's murdered several women already. I know someone who might be able to help. Gascard Dupuis.
No. You're wrong. Leandra is fine.
Alayım bir çaresine bakar.
We'll get the city guard to keep an eye out. Don't worry, Uncle.
All right. That girl will know what to do. Maybe Leandra took another path to my house.
Aynen öyle.
I'm going back to Lowtown.
Tamam lan hadi.
Gamlin, look for your mother. You might be able to track her more easily once night falls and the streets empty out. All right. The boy and I will stay here in case she returns.
Tamam.
There's an elven woman here, Miss Eyre. She claims
Evet.
she was sent here by you. I didn't know what to tell her.
Greetings, Master.
Ne demek canım?
Your home was difficult to find. I've never been out on my own before, but I found it. Many people know of you. I hope I
Bebişim.
made myself useful. I've already begun cleaning and I can cook. Not as good as Papa, but a little. Is there anything else you'd like me to do?
Ya başka
What
neler?
sort of skills do you have?
Aynen.
Not many, I fear. The Magister bade me to clean and sometimes fetch.
Allah
But Papa
Allah.
told me to keep out of her sight as much as I could. But I can learn. I'll serve you well. Please don't hurt me.
İyi misin
You've
peki?
been through a great deal. How are you feeling?
I miss Papa, the other servants. I try not to think about what happened. I even feel sorry for the Magister. Is that bad?
Değil.
You've served her a long time. I understand.
I'll serve you just as well, Master. You'll see.
Sana ödeme yapacağım canım bak.
If you're staying here, Arana, it will be as my servant.
You mean I won't be a
Yok
slave
oğlum manyak
anymore?
mısın ya?
You'll be paid like anyone else.
A slave is all I've ever been. Like Papa and Grandpapa before me.
Ya ondan önceydi
I'll
bırak
try to
şimdi.
be a good servant. Thank you, Master. You're too good to me.
Şimdik.
One day I'll see Papa again.
İnşallah görürsün bebeğim. Evet bu bölüm bu kadar. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Hepiniz kendinize iyi bakın.